Hey Leo, happy birthday, you guys, and welcome to your August tarot reading. So, we have a lot going on in August this month, especially for you, Leo. This is your solar return month. And as we move away from July, August is your actual month for Leo because July was shared a little bit with Cancer with you. So this energy is really going to take off for you in August. So I'm going to do my best to channel some really great messages for you guys today from Spirit. And there's so much going on that I just have my little notes right here. And I have all, there's so much. So I have the most important aspects that I think we should hit on today. And I have them in order from what's going to happen first towards the end of the month. So, well, the thing I'm going to talk to you about, Leo, before we get into this information is that the moon, the nodes, I'm not sure if all of you know, that the North Node is in Leo. This happened in May this year, 2017. So before then, the North Node was in Leo and the South Node was in Pisces. So the North and South Node were something I haven't always known about. I just learned about that ironically, when I was in the South Node is when I learned about the nodes. So what I learned about the nodes is that they are the karmic shifts of the universe. They're the moon's node. The moon has a south and a north node, and they're not actually visible, but they're feelable. And when these signs are in the North and South Node, these particular opposite signs, it's always opposite. So Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces. Now it's Leo and Aquarius. Aquarius is your opposite sign. And we go through these opposite karmic shifts. They move counterclockwise in the zodiac wheel. And when they do that, they're in areas of our life that we either need to. The North Node is where everybody is moving towards. So the universe thought that it would be best in 2017/2018 that we be more like Leo energy. That's how we're gonna survive. Is if we can access more of the Leo energy. And then Aquarius, it's K2 and Raktu, and K2 is the North Node. Raktu is the South Node, and the South Node, which is what I was, before Aquarius, is where you're learning from, the energy that you're learning from and kind of letting go of a little bit. And I'm learning more about this, but K2 is the dragon's mouth. So the dragon's mouth is more open to Leo, and it's inviting that Leo energy in. But the dragon's tail is the smallest part of him, and that is where the very tip of the tail is in Aquarius. And that's not much energy. That's more of a behind the scenes and the let it go energy. So I wanted to talk to you about that so that you could understand that when this happens, like last year when the South and North Node were in Pisces and Aquarius, all the eclipse series that happen are in those signs. So whatever North and Node you are, whatever South and North Node that the nodes are in, that is the signs that the eclipses will be in as well. So Leo, you have an eclipse this month on the 21st, and that's going to be what we talk about more towards the ending of this video. We're going to talk about first the full moon, and that's going to be in Aquarius. Aquarius is 7 houses from you. Every opposite sign is 7 houses from each other, and the 7th house represents relationships, partnerships, balance and justice and fairness. So every 7 houses you're going to find the opposite sign of what you are. So 7 houses from Leo is Aquarius, and this is very interesting to have a full moon in your opposite sign, because the sun, which is, you're ruled by the sun, and this is the sun card if you can't see it, but you're ruled by the sun, and the sun is in Leo. That's what makes you a Leo sun sign. But Aquarius, there's going to be a full moon there. Every full moon is opposite the sun, and I do believe this is going to be very important for you, Leo, because Aquarius is your opposite sign, and the sun is there. The moon will be in the opposite house. Plus, this is a full moon in the South Node, and you're the North Node. So there's a lot of universal shifts going on. So yeah, and there's some more information I want to share with you. Leo might have an extra long of a video. I'm not sure. I'm just going to get the messages out. And Leo this is very important for you. This month is very important for you. But just to keep it safe, we're just going to do this one by one, depending on what cards come out. The cards will let me know where we should do with this reading. But just to initially get the clarity down, we're just going to ask Spirit about this full moon for you. Whoa. Full moon in Aquarius, opposite of Leo. Messages are for Leo. This is for Leo the lion. Messages for August, specifically the 7th, when the moon will be full in Aquarius, the opposite sign of Leo. What messages can I tell Leo? Oh, okay. So Leo, the first card that we had pop out for you is the Eight of Wands, which, you know, I was definitely talking about a lot of things moving forward, a lot of things taking action, and this is a very swift movement. What I've learned about this card is it actually portrays arrows being shot. It's as if 8 different archers shot these arrows. And they're all flying now in one direction. It's like an arrow, a lot of speed moving in one direction. So Leo, this is a very accurate card for you because August is going to be a lot like this. August is going to be a very quick, I'm not going to say that August is going to go by quick, but it's definitely going to feel like things shift very fast. And that has a lot to do with these eclipses and the full moon, you know, and this energy is I'm gonna apply this to the full moon mostly, but you know, the messages are still there. So this full moon, I believe that this is a depiction of things very picking up speed for you, Leo. Things will probably start moving a lot quicker after this full moon on the 7th, and that's because the full moon, you know, for light to be where the south node is, it's activating these north and south nodes, which is all of our karma. So Leo, I believe the north node was activated when the sun went into Leo. And the south node, you know, it's still being activated, but I believe this moon, you know, when the moon is full of light, and the moon reflects the sun's light. So this is going to be very, very interesting. And on the 7th, energy is going to pick up for you. And then I also have this deck. This is a fairly thick deck, and I'm going to do my best to interpret it. But we have your card, Leo, so your energy is showing up here. I'm going to put that down. And we have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So there may be, you know, some aggression with your finances. And for this to be applied to your 7th house, it could be fighting or financial fighting in a relationship. So that could be, but we also have a transformation coming up with money. So this is the 10 of Pentacles and the Death card. And the Death card is ruled by Scorpio, so that may apply to some of you Leos. You might have a Scorpio moon, a Scorpio rising, you might have a Scorpio friend, might be in a relationship with a Scorpio. But for the most part, I see this as transformation energy. You know, because the sun is coming up, and I believe that you had this last time, Leo. You had this for your mid-July reading. So now we're at the end of July. I'm recording these videos on the 31st, the last day. And yeah, you have the Death card again. And don't be afraid, Leo. This is just more of a rebirth energy. This is energy that, I mean, with this eclipse and this full moon and you being the north and south node, there are transformations that are going to take place, but they're transformations for the better. You know, you see this king, you know, he fell off his stone, and there's everyone being affected by this death here. And then Death himself rides up with this black flag, with this white purity flower, you know, and the horse is white. So Leo, you have pure intentions, and the intentions of these new transformations are pure as well. So for anything that is leaving your life or letting go, especially in relationships or partnerships, maybe even, you know, decisions that you've had to make, even with money, I want to say, please embrace these transformations because they're orchestrated divinely by the universe. So there's definitely transformations coming up, and the 10 of Pentacles was after that transformation. So it may be a money fulfillment. Like, I do see Leos in a very powerful position, you know, when it comes to money and finances. This moon is probably going to access all of that. We do have a Mercury retrograde in your 2nd house / your 1st house, because Mercury is going to go retrograde on the 12th in the sign of Virgo, which is ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules Virgo, but the thing is, around the end of that retrograde, it's going to go back into Leo. So do look forward to that Mercury mental, communicative energy coming back to you, Leo. If you've had like communication blocks or a hard time communicating what you feel to other people, just make sure that you keep in mind that Mercury will be retrograding back into your sign at the end of the month. So, you know, that could have lots to do with this card here, because the Mercury is retrograding into your 2nd house. 2nd house is value, finances, things like that. So it could be that, you know, why that fighting energy is coming up with your 7th house energy. And it's interesting because we have an Aquarius energy attached to the 10 of Swords. So I'm going to take this slower. And I'm going to just focus on the Aquarius card. For some of you, that Ten of Swords can be applied to this Aquarius energy, but it may not. So we're just going to go with this. But we have the Star card showing up in your reading, Leo. So this is definitely an opposition going on here. Now, as a Pisces who has spent a lot of time with a Virgo, Pisces and Virgo are opposite too. So if you're a Leo with an Aquarius, or if you're a Leo with Aquarius energy, an Aquarius friend, Aquarius mom, there's these energies showing up for your reading. And it's so amazing that these are the North and South node. Like, this is the North and South node energy. And, you know, the sun is in your sign, very sunshiny energy. And the moon is going to be moving more into the house of community, right? This is a person who's working for a community, doing what she needs to do, you know. Leo is a childlike energy, not childish, childlike. You know, you see the very happy energy here. You know, Leo love the positive attention. They love positive gratification from this angel figure, this infinite angel. So this is showing your energy, the lion, and the strength that you have right now, Leo. And then you have this Aquarius energy coming in. And I think that this is a symbol for the full moon. The full moon is happening on the 7th of August. Okay, so the full moon is going to be full all the way on the opposite side of you. It's so amazing that Aquarius would show up here. So I just believe that this has a lot of different meanings. This could be for some Leos. This is the universe showing you to follow your intuition, align your chakras. Each of these stars up here represent a chakra. This is a multitasking energy, because Aquarius energy can do a lot at once, right? And it's so weird how they can just balance everything. But this is more of a free feeling energy with like the bird in the back. It's like this garden of magic that this Aquarius energy is in. But this may be you, Leo, with all this eclipse and this mixture of the moon and the sun. You know, you may be becoming more like your opposite sign Aquarius, or, you know, maybe spending more time around your opposite sign Aquarius. This full moon, you know, anytime, like I'm a Pisces, and anytime the moon is in Virgo, I just know that it's an extremely important time for me to learn from my opposite. And, you know, that's just interesting. I love that those two cards showed up for you, the Leo and the Aquarius. It just gives me, you know, kind of, it just lets me know that it approves the message for me. So let's keep going with this. After the Aquarius card, you definitely had the Ten of Swords. So for some of you Leos, this could be, you know, the completion of a relationship. Full moons bring endings and new beginnings. So I see, you know, there's some pain coming up for you, Leo. And as much as I would love to keep it all sunshiny and happy and optimistic like your energy, because it's your birthday, you know, it's your birthday time. And it's going to be Virgo season soon. So you guys have came in the North Node. You know, everyone's been so excited about Leo energy coming in. I know you guys have been really excited to have your birthday. And with the North Node in your sign and your ruling planet, the sun, actually, you know, I want to say that it's interesting about this because Leo is the sun. And what is the sun? You know, as a child, I was very excited to learn that the sun was just a huge star, right? The sun is just a huge star. So Aquarius and Leo have more in common than what they know. And that, you know, not realizing that can definitely cause some pain. So what I'm feeling and what I'm picking up for Leo this month is that, you know, a lot of this Aquarius oppositional energy, because Leo is more of like optimistic. You're more so happy and uplifting, and you guys are like the hero. You want everything to be okay, but, you know, sometimes there is this dark energy that we all face in life. And Leo, especially with Mercury going retrograde, you know, that's like a blast from the past. So for everyone, past relationships can be coming back up, past pain that you haven't dealt with. So if there's any pain that you haven't dealt with, this is coming up behind the Star card, because either it is related to this Aquarius energy, because I do feel that very deeply that you guys, maybe some Leos have been with Aquariuses, that, you know, the opposition is getting very, very dark. There's either that or you're in relationships that are really hurting you, because the Ten of Swords is a completion energy. So what I always want to mention about this card is that it's really dark now, but there is sunshine to be seen through the clouds, and there's replenishing water. This man, you know, he looks out for the count, but he will rise again. And what happens after the Ten of Swords is realization, you know, the Ace of Swords. So, You do have the ability, Leo, to take these swords out of your back. There could be some backstabbing going on. You know, I definitely feel that too. Whether it's related to this Aquarius energy or not, I just feel like this energy will be revealed to you around the time of the full moon / eclipse. So definitely keep that in mind, Leo. But another thing that I see for you is justice coming. You know, this is a Libra energy, so maybe some of you Leos have a Libra moon. You know, maybe there's Libra energy with Leo. I do see a lot of Libra and Leo energy intertwined. But this is coming up just for a balanced energy. This is a royal figure like you, Leo. You guys are the king and queens of the zodiac. And this is a very passionate figure coming into your life, or a very passionate energy coming into your life that is going to balance some things out. Because Leo and Aquarius definitely need some balancing out right now. I can just assume that as an astrologer because, you know, there's so much going on. I was with a Virgo when the moon was in, when the north node and south node were Pisces in Virgo. So yeah, it was a very tough time. It definitely kept us opposition of each other when we're already opposite. Like, we already have our opposites on the zodiac wheel, but when the north and south node are in your opposite sign, you're like compelled to each other. You have to like live life for karma purposes, and you feel like you don't have any control, and like you're just stuck with this person. And you know, a lot of these things get brought up, but that's why the justice card is showing itself to you. This is a very cardinal air energy coming to help with communication and just coming to justify everything. This is a very good news for Leo. So if there's anything that you haven't felt balanced with. And before we move on, I didn't show you this card yet, but it kind of popped out with some of the other ones. The Ace of Swords is here, Leo. So with any sword energy that shows itself to you today, just know that you do have the Ace of Swords. So you can apply this power to all this pain that you're feeling, whether it's relationship pain, pain in your finances, pain in your job, pain from the past, family pain. This could be even self-harm. Like, you have the Ace of Swords, okay? And you have all this sunshiny energy, all this abundant strength in pride for you, Leo. And then we also have the Moon card showing itself. So this is a Pisces energy. And I also, you know, don't want to make it all about Pisces because this is the intuition card. This is a dream card. This also has a lot to do with illusions, but this is very much speaking to the eclipse happening because we see the sun and the moon colliding here. So this is speaking to the eclipse energy. A few signs have got this card for August because there's that eclipse coming. So for the full moon, we had that, and this is also a moon energy because we are talking about the 7th house right now, and then we're going to move on to Mercury retrograde and get some information for that. But the moon is showing itself to you as, when this moon comes up in the 7th house for you, you could be getting a lot of intuitive, psychic feelings, more like a Pisces. Pisces are very psychic people, very dreamy, otherworldly people. So that energy is coming in for you, Leo, as the moon, and you are the sun. So the sun and the moon are joining up, whether it's Pisces or it's, you know, the sun, whether it's a Leo, but these energies definitely pair up together. So the moon is showing itself to you, very psychic. Pay attention to your dreams, Leo, especially around the 7th and especially around the 21st when we have that Leo eclipse. And interesting, we also have this energy. This is the Page of Cups. So it's weird. I believe Gemini got these two cards together as well. So you might want to check that video out. It might apply to you. We have the Page of Cups in the Moon card, and that is really cute to me because this is both of other water energy, because Pisces is the fish. So you have the mutable water coming up for you, the Pisces card, and then you also have the Page of Cups, which is a man getting advice. Okay, he just went to take a drink out of this cup, and he didn't realize it, but there was a fish in this cup, and this fish tells him something very important. So, you know, with all this emotional ups and downs going on, it may be helpful for you to get guidance from a psychic person, an intuitive person that can help you, like, make sense of all these energies. If you have a Pisces friend or a Cancer friend, a Scorpio friend, this is all underwater people. It's definitely coming in for you, this otherworldly psychic energy. And just like Gemini, there's a psychic conversation. There's a spiritual conversation that needs to take place, Leo. And we also have the Two of Cups attached to the Ten of Cups. And this is you, Leo. We have this lion. So amongst all this energy, there is going to be some focus here on union. there's, you see the two people in this picture and then the two people in this picture. So let's see here. We'll break it down. The Ten of Cups is a fulfilled energy. So you had the Ten of Swords, Leo. But I wouldn't worry, because closer into your reading, the further we got into your reading, there's this 10 energy. So there is things completing for you, which is no surprise, because we have that eclipse and we have that full moon. Both of those things cause endings and transformations. Okay, so there are transformations causing justice for you, justice within your intuition, because like this is amazing. You have the Star card, you have the Moon card, and you had your card, Leo. And this is going to be a little all over the place, but I just go with it. So this is the universe, basically, because you have the Star card, you have the Moon card, and you have the Leo card. So it's the sun, the moon, and the stars. That's like the whole universe. And on the back of my card, there's the North Star. So that speaks to you too, Leo, you know. You definitely have all that universal energy, and you have that Ten of Wands, you have that the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So you might be in a lot of pain at some moments during August, but I wouldn't worry, Leo, because that pain is quite literally going to turn into happiness and abundance, because we see these two 10 cards here, and I definitely had to show you that. And remember, these energies are all moving very fast. So we did have that 10 of Cups completion feeling. This is someone with a new home. This is happy home life. This is a happy relationship life. There's children playing. This is the past versions of these two people. So the past and the present is coming together. The emotions are very well controlled and quite like a river flowing now. And their house can be seen in the distance. These people are happy about where they live, their land. They're happy. So, you know, Leo, that's in it for you too. And that came out with the Two of Cups. So that energy is being shared with someone, I want to say. So it could be that Aquarius, you know, it could be that justice coming in for that Aquarius and Leo. For those of you who are with an Aquarius that are Leos, you have some type of union coming here. And it can be anyone. This is just another person, Leo, that you are sharing that energy with. Or maybe this is, you know, the universe telling you that I know that you want someone to share this with, Leo. Because Leo, you have all this abundant energy happening to you, but with such a sweet sign like you, I could totally imagine and I could totally feel that you just want someone to share that with. Because it's really, like, if the sun had no one to warm and the sun had no one to shine for, would it really want to be the sun? You know, and that speaks directly to you, Leo. You just want someone to share this energy with. But you are the Queen of Pentacles. So you are the queen of your money. You are the queen of all this good happening to you. You're surrounded in light. You're surrounded in growth. There's definitely new beginnings happening, as the rabbit is a symbol for that in tarot. You know, and you have the transformation card like that. So there's definitely some sunshiny energy. This is so sunny. So sunny, of course, for Leo. You're ruled by the sun. So as the literal sun shines, you know, it's shining for Leo. So you are the Queen of Pentacles, even you men Leos out there. That just shows a figure who's pretty fixed and bold. You see the bold there? Very fixed and bold with their money. The Queen of Pentacles is a very unshakable woman. So you have this to apply with the Ten of Cups feel and the Queen of Pentacles, because these cards kind of go together. You know, in order to have this feeling, the Queen of Pentacles needs to apply, and this is coming up for you, Leo. So you are the queen of where you live, the king or queen of where you live. Some of you may want to move, some of you may want to change jobs. Well, the Ten of Cups is embracing that. Like, all these changes, don't even hold on to anything, Leo, especially you in Aquarius around this time, because the universe is shifting around you. And we have the Four of Wands, which is a marriage card. So some of you Leos may be getting married, may have got married, may be celebrating a union. You know, you did have the Two of Cups, and you also have this. So this is a union. You're not alone, Leo. I can see that some of you may be with twin flames or a soulmate. Could be celebrating coming together as a union, you know, which is also this kind of feeling too. So there's so much happiness here, which will definitely cause you to be a Queen of Pentacles type of figure, because you also have the Knight of Pentacles. So you'll fight for your values as well. You are protected, you're very bold, you know, and this is more so the ending of these messages with this moon. And we have, you know, some self-work going on with the the Six of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. And that's interesting because you have that moon in your 7th house. So 7 and 7, this energy could relate to the Aquarius moon. You could be working on your relationships or working on self-love. Could be working on becoming more like your opposite. You may have some things to go, Leo. You may have some places to go. You may have to leave some things behind emotionally, because the Six of Swords talks about emotional decisions, leaving some regret and some just ready to leave. You know, so you're on a journey and you're rowing somewhere very steady and fast, but you know, you may regret some of the decisions that you have to make, and that's okay, Leo. We all do. We all do. And remember, you had that Ace of Swords. You had the Ace of Swords to apply to this. So, you know, I love applying energies like this, because wherever you see a hectic sword energy, you can apply the Ace of Swords, that power coming to you because the North Node is in your sign. And that's interesting because you also have the Ace of Wands, Leo. So mental decisions with the Mercury going retrograde, and the creative soul decisions. You know, these are a lot of decisions coming up for Leo. And it doesn't even surprise me, because could only imagine the decisions that one would have to make when the North Node is in your sign. And so you have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This is an emotional energy. This could be a water sign coming into your life. This could be emotions coming in, the way that you feel. But for the most part, the Queen of Cups is a very, she's a grounded figure. She's very nurturing, and she's got her emotions in check. She's the feminine version of the King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone I strive to be like every day. He's surrounded by water, but not in it. And, you know, the Queen is like that too. She's got angels on her deck. This is a very fish energy. There's a lot of fish shown, and mermaids. These are mermaids. So, you know, this is like, there's like a shell there behind her chair. So she's definitely incorporated the element of water in her life. This is a very pure woman, and she holds a beautiful cup. Like, all her emotions are in this cup, and she has the cutest look on her face, but she's still a queen, right? So this is about Leo maintaining that king and queen figure with also their emotions, you know, because we can't hide from our emotions or run from our emotions, right? We're all human. So we definitely have that energy. A lot of horse energy coming in for you, Leo. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. They have the Knight of Wands. Let's see here. You have the Knight of Wands, and I believe you have the Knight of Pentacles as well. But you do have a lot of night energy is what I'm trying to say. And all these cups kind of have something in common. Yes, you do have the Knight of Pentacles. So you have a lot of this energy coming in for you, Leo. Can you see that? A lot of night energy. This is the Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. So your values, what you have, your resources, and you know, your decision making, your creative decision making, all those, you know. And when I see night energy, you know, like, what do all these men have in common? They all are covered in armor, and it's so interesting to see that outplay itself, because you have this character who's covered in a fire energy. The salamander, that is fire energy. And then you have this knight who's covered in fish energy. So it's like he's more of an intuitive energy. This is like the Knight of Cups is like emotional, you know. So you may be going to war, you know, especially with all this fire energy, and you're a Leo, a fixed fire sign. This is a warm horse. Like, this horse is like a warm color, the brown. He's got a fire, and he's got the wand in his hand. So you may be compelled to fight for some decisions and protect yourself all at the same time. And then you have, this is more of an offering, you know, this emotional offering. You may be offering someone your emotions, Leo, towards the end of August. Like, hey, here it is, here's me, this is all that I feel, you know. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is very clear. This is a newfound beginning. And, you know, the horse does turn black, which isn't, you know, it's brown, white, black horse. So you're riding in on a lot of different things, I want to say, Leo. You know, you have a lot of different information coming in. You have a lot of different energies coming in, things like that. And it's just no surprise, Leo. Like, you have so much energy happening ever since you were the North Node. Like, ever since May, you know, this energy has come in for you. And it definitely makes sense that all this will be coming up. But I see more so fulfillment and wishes coming true. And definitely your own energy, you know. So let's see here. We could get a little bit of information on Mercury retrograde. But what I really want to do, well, yeah, we're just going to have to do that. We don't have much time, but like I said, Leo would probably have a little longer of a video. So, let's just leave it up to Spirit and get a little bit more messages and see what happens. So, well, I did want to show you this card. This was on the bottom of the deck. So there is a wish coming true for you guys too. That's amazing to have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Like, I really wouldn't worry about many things. So Mercury retrograde. So this energy was for Mercury retrograde, I'm seeing. Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde. Yeah, Mercury is retrograding in your second house, you guys. So we had off the bat this Pentacle energy. We had the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So with this retrograding into your second house of value, Leo, this is definitely going to show you how fulfilling your money is and how in control you guys may be getting new jobs. You may, and since Mercury retrograde is more of a like a past energy, because it's going backwards. To move retro is to move backwards. So, you know, Mercury may be showing you some money opportunities that you missed out on. It could be showing you, you know, how you can be more in control of your own money. So there we go. That was the Mercury retrograde energy. But I did have this betrayal card pop out, Leo. So with this second house, you know, you want to protect your values. That's exactly what this Queen does. This is protecting of your values for these cards to come up together, because this is a take energy. So just because you're in the light right now, and just because, you know, you have all this abundant energy, do not allow people like this to take from you, Leo. Because this could be you, you know, lost in the background with your emotions, while this person is just taking all these swords, even though he has it. And for some Leos, you might want to be careful that this isn't you taking from others, but I highly doubt that. I just don't feel that. I feel more so this is what is going to attract to you guys, because, you know, Leos are very fun. They like to party, they like to help, they like to give. And, you know, you just don't want to give to people who are like this, though, Leo. So just be careful of that Five of Swords energy, just in case people want to take all your pentacles, you know, because these are your pentacles. You've worked very hard. The universe is blessing you. And who you share these blessings with is completely up to you. And I don't want to forget the Four of Cups energy, too. This card has popped out in the last deck that I had. And this is, you know, this is you, Leo, thinking about the things that you have. You know, you're thinking about what it is that you have to offer and what it is that you have as resources, but the universe is telling you, don't forget about the things that exist in another realm for you, Leo. There's just something you're not noticing, you know, and this may help. This is the more so the Mercury going retrograde in your second house. Mercury is going to go back into the past to show you what you forgot. And you may have money money or values coming in, Leo, that are from the past somehow, is what I want to say. And then on the bottom of the deck, I do believe this is for Venus moving into your sign at the end of the month. Let's see. Mercury retrograde in the second house. That's on the 12th. Okay, we went over that. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't looking on the Cancer notes for you, because they're right by each other. Yeah, Leo has a full moon in the opposite house, and then Mercury retrograde is in your second house and your first house of identity. So that might be why the card came out too, your Strength card. Yeah, so these cards were on the bottom of my deck. And I was just getting ready to talk about Venus moving into Leo on the 26th of August. So Venus moving into your sign looks very promising for you. You have the twin flame energies. And these cards came out for Gemini too. A lot of cards that you guys had came out for Gemini's reading. So if you're a Leo and you know a Gemini, or you have Gemini energy as well, the two of you are kind of going through like the same things right now. And I've seen this in other tarot readings too, that Gemini and Leo are getting some of the same messages. So you guys' energy are pairing up. Okay, but you have a lot of twin energy coming in. This is the balancing of finances. So this could be you balancing finances with someone else, Leo. This is you handling the ups and downs with a positive attitude, like a typical Leo, handling everything with optimism and pride and hopeful attitude. This is someone dancing along to the stress of life. So this man is very stressed out. If you can't see, he's stressed, but he has this infinity symbol around his pentacles, showing him that his finances and his values are always linked together, and there's always a way, you know. So he's dancing and he's having fun because he keeps faith. But one thing I've learned about this card is that it's also the twin flame card. So some of you Leos may be with a twin flame, maybe with a karmic partner or a soulmate. And when Venus enters your sign, you know, whenever Venus is in a sign, it makes you more attractive. It makes things more attractive. This is the planet of love, and the goddess of love And it's very, very, very intense when Venus goes into your sign. It'll just add the love. Right now, Venus just went into Cancer today. So Venus will move into Leo on the 26th of August. So, you know, you have some time there, but towards the end of the month, after the sun has released itself from you and after your solar returns lighten up a little bit, there is the Lovers card, and this is the Gemini card. So Gemini and Leo energy, and there's the sun, you're here, this is you, Leo, and there's this angel in between these two figures, and it's not necessarily man and woman, it's just masculine and feminine. This is Lovers, so you may have some lovers coming in for you, Leo, when that Venus gets into your sign, because this is definitely a twin flame energy, two people that know how to balance things together. But it is about waiting for that. I do see that this card is right underneath, and with all this fire energy, you know, this is symbolic for a person who is patient. This is patient energy, so be patient for those twin flames to ignite for you, Leo. You have so much to worry about before the love aspect comes into your life. Like, and I'm not saying that you know, some of you are with people already, but you may go through some rocky things with your relationships right now, because Leo's just going through a lot, you know. And this moon and this Pisces figure is also very, very important to you this month, because your subconscious and your psychic abilities, Leo, and your divine connection with the universe is very, very it's very articulated right now. It's very focused on right now, I want to say. You know, and it's definitely about this new beginning happening for you. There are going to be things you have to leave behind. There are things that you still have, but it's all about embracing this new period of life that you and Aquarius are definitely a part of. So this video is a little longer than the rest, but I wanted to talk to you about something before I end the video, Leo. There is a very important aspect being pointed at you in the sky in August, and this is called a yod. Yod is the finger of God. It is essentially an isosceles triangle that forms in the sky when certain people are born. My girlfriend actually has a yod in her astrology chart, and that's how I know about what a yod is, because a yod, I had to look it up for her. Like, a yod is God's fingerprint. It's an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangles hardly form in people's charts. So to see that this yod is going to be pointed at you, Leo, I'm actually going to get a couple cards for that, just because. So you do have that eclipse, but yeah, you have that on the 21st. And another interesting thing about that is the new moon was at 0 degrees Leo. This eclipse is also in Leo, and it's at 28 degrees. So you had a new beginning from the new moon now until this eclipse at the end of the month. And that's just so interesting for the new moon to be so new and in 0 degrees, and then the eclipse, which is finalization and in like completions, coming to the end of Leo energy. So that applies directly to you. So is there any, like, maybe one or two cards, Spirit? Okay, definitely. This yod. These are the cards that came out for the yod. So we have this water energy again, this light and dark. So this is eclipsy energy, you know. There's this white and this black figure. So Leo, you're going to learn a lot about balancing the light and dark. And it's so interesting. I kind of had a feeling this card would come out for you guys, because the Fool is a excuse me, the Fool is the new beginning card. So there's like so much happening for Leo, and there's so many new beginnings happening too. The sun is shining bright in Leo right now. There's new pure beginnings. And you know, you may have a loyal friend on your side. This is a white loyal dog, symbolizing loyalty, and a faithful friend that's going to be with you on this journey of emotions. But Leo has made their way to the top of a mountain, to the top of a cliff. And you're just so excited about this new journey that you're going to embark on. And it might be an emotional journey with a Cancer. Cancer rules the moon. So yeah, this energy is definitely coming up for this this yod. And I, you know, as an astrologer, I can't really focus that much on that, because it's such an extraordinary topic. Like, you might want to research a little bit about what a yod means. Type in some videos on YouTube, or just type in astrological yod in Google, and you can gain individual knowledge about what that's going to mean. But I just think it was significant to discover that around the time of that eclipse on the 21st, there's going to be a yod pointing directly to Leo energy. So it's like God is calling you guys to do something, and it may have something to do with this new beginning. And we have the Magician card at the bottom of your deck. So Leo, you are a jack of all trades right now. You have the sword, you have the cup, you have the pinnacle, you have the wand, you have this infinity symbol over your head, and you're in light. Look at this magician figure just covered in light. Covered in light. So I just sense so many new beginnings. There was a lot of sunshiny cards. Like even all three of these cards have a sunshine in the back of them. So yeah, Leo, definitely some new beginnings for you guys, you know, with these eclipses in your sign, and with this north and south node with you in Aquarius. You know, my heart goes out to both Leo and Aquarius right now. I really hope you guys are handling this good, you know, this, because I understand, as being the south node last year, that it's not easy. But you guys are fixed signs, you know, you're all about stability. You're not like crazy mutable or like too intense like a cardinal sign. You're just right in the middle. So I do believe that you are handling this better than the typical, you know, you're very two strong signs. So if you're having a hard time out there, you know, just hopefully some of the messages today applied. Hopefully they gave you a little bit more insights. I know I definitely tried my best. Your video is probably going to be the longest out of everyone, maybe. And, you know, and probably Aquarius too, because Aquarius is definitely going through some things now too. But all right, Leo, I hope you guys have good birthdays, you know. And again, this energy may release and get lighter when Mercury goes back direct next month, and when the Sun enters Virgo around the 23rd, 22nd this month. Because it can be a lot of pressure getting your solar return. You know, the solar return is when the Sun comes back to where it was when you were born, and that's when your birthday is. So yeah, it can be a lot of pressure and intensity. I know I'm a part of astrological groups where a lot of the Leos are very overwhelmed right now, and I can tell why. You have so much energy to work with. There's just so many new beginnings and so many it's just everything. So I'm sending you love and light, and I'm sending you positivity, Leo, because you're a very, very, very strong aspect to this universe right now, and you have the strength to do this. And if things are rough right now, you have so much good energy that I picked up on in that reading, and it is coming your way. It's definitely coming your way, but it's just about being patient and going with the divine timing. Okay, these things take time. But I look forward to talking to you guys in Virgo season, when things will be a bit different.